It just seems you're the guy, yeah, go ahead, man. Make it happen.
No,
Yeah.
it's too loud.
No, it's not
I'm
actually.
sitting in a massage chair.
You seem to be the guy, no one wants Kevin Nealon raw nerved and stripped down. Like, we need you just the way you are. Nice, mellow, comfortable. You've surrendered. You got a new great wife, new baby. Like, nobody wants you broken. Kevin's in the massage chair. He activated it, and he's making faces like he's holding in a shit.
These are not massage chairs. These are torture chambers.
Norm,
they just dig
I got to
into
tell
your
you
back.
this and see if you remember it, because it was such an amazing moment to me that Norm said to Bob Newhart, like, I'm always tired. People,
You're a great impressionist. People
Thank
forget that, I think.
you're very nice. I hate when people, they mix up figuratively and the word literally. Your buddy will come out of the movie theater. And I remember for some reason Norm was standing in front of Newhart, which is, when you're pitching to the host, everyone's like sitting on the floor or standing against the walls on an outer circle. Jim Downey had one chair, the host had the other chair, and Lauren sat behind his desk.
You got to respect the space.
And we all fanned out. But for some reason, Norm was standing in front of Newhart. Like, maybe he got caught in the like he went to throw something out and got caught in flotsam and jetsam. He was just there. And I think maybe Jim went like, hey, Norm, why don't you, Downey would always love to catch you out of your element. And he goes, yeah, people getting the word literally and figuratively mixed up. Like your buddy comes out of the movie theater there,
There you know.
And you go, hey, guy, movie theater just got done there. How'd you like that movie? And your friend will go, it was great. I literally laughed my head off. But, he didn't. His head's... and Newhart stone-faced him.
No.
And we all knew it was a fake pitch. For some reason, we knew it wasn't your fake pitch that we knew because it was every week. This was a new fake pitch. And I think Norm was like mastering the fake pitch.
Yeah.
So, but when Newhart didn't laugh at what he said, Norm like became insane. And he kept giving more and more examples like, hey, how's that ice cream? Oh, it is literally... makes me want to punch my mother in the face. Like, I don't remember all the specifics of what he said, but he kept going. It became like Ali Frazier. And I think Newhart, like Norm committed the cardinal sin, which isn't Norm's not the type of guy to tip his hand comedically, but I think somehow Newhart knew Norm needed that laugh. And Newhart knew it was funnier to just let Norm keep spinning and spin. And it went on for like a minute or two, which doesn't sound that long, but as you know, being in that room, that's an excruciating period of time.
Yeah.
And I remember that was the week he did a Charles Kuralt sketch. Like he would just hand in like these weird sketches that never, if you or I wrote them, never would have gotten on the air because you had to write for the women. Was it always like that when you were? But you were there with Jan Hooks and Nora Dunn. Like those were two. When people say like SNL is unfair to women, when I was on 93, 94, I always used to say to myself, no one ever said this when Jan Hooks and Nora Dunn were on because they wrote the best sketches of the week. They were incredible. Was there any backlash?
Well, Nora wrote some sketches, and then they were written for, But
Jan didn't write so much?
She wasn't a writer, no.
She does not listen to this podcast. So if you want to light her up, man, just fucking
No,
let her have it.
she was not a writer. She'll admit
potty
that.
mouth.
But
I
she's probably the greatest sketch actress I know. I mean, the best comedic sketch actress,
Those two, like, dominated. They were like Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah.
Except white and women. And they didn't ever have a basketball, and they were never wearing shorts.
Yeah.
But like when they did like that talk show where Nora was Linda Dano.
Yeah. Look at you. Remember the names?
I mean, I grew up.
I did a movie 5 years ago. I can't remember my character's name. And
you were Conehead 3.
You remember the names of their characters.
What was your character's name in Coneheads?
I have no idea. Was it Senator or something?
You should do more movies. Don't you hate people tell you that? Like, you know what? You should do one of those period pieces.
Yeah,
You'd be great in that.
You know what Alec Baldwin told me once? He goes,
"What did Alec Baldwin tell you?"
I'm going to tell you a name of a director you should work with. It's Frank Back. You got to work with this. You got to work with him. And I said, yeah, right. I'd love to work with any director. I don't care who it is.
Everyone assumes like you have the same level of juice that they have. Kevin, I just got done doing a David Mamet play, and I really think you'd be terrific at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Well, I mean, I don't know David. They
How do you practice your impressions?
I
Is it
don't.
in front
I can
of a
either do
mirror?
it right.
You just have an ear for it.
I can either do it right away, an impression. I can either do it immediately the first time out of the gates, or I just can't do it at all.
I wish I did. I used to do a lot of impressions in
You
high school,
do
but they were
good
like
impressions.
Jimmy Stewart, or things like that.
Brent Musburger, that was one of my favorite sketches of all time.
But the thing is that I eventually
about
thought
that.
to myself, do I want to be doing impressions of other people, or do I want people to be doing impressions of me?
Oh,
Take a break.
damn.
We'll be right back.
Damn. Damn, double damn.
But then after a while, I realized that doesn't matter. You could do both. Look at all these talented impressionists and all how they're scoring.
But you do good impressions.
I like doing Larry King. That was fun.
Yeah. Hello. I remember that very well.
Roanoke, Virginia. What do you make of that?
Broccoli, thoughts?
Thoughts. Yeah.
That was
I got to the point where he wouldn't ask questions. You just go, what do you make of that? What do you make of that?
It's a shame he died.
What?
You did a sketch with Phil Hartman where you guys were Jimmy the Greek. Because people always will say, top 5 SNL sketches of all time, and I want yours. But I think there's always those ones on the bubble. But if I had to make top 5 sketches of all time, number 6 or 7 is you and Phil Hartman doing Phil was Jimmy the Greek, and you were Brent Musburger, and you guys were doing Home Shopping Network. Do you remember this?
Vaguely, I remember.
And you had like really bizarre bags under your eyes. They made you like Brent Musburger at 90.
Oh no, I had to pull my eyes down like that.
Yeah, and all like you had echolalia where you just couldn't stop going
Serious.
You just kept saying it apropos of nothing.
So you would like that because you're a sports guy. You love sports.
It was hysterical because and then Phil was Jimmy the Greek, and you guys were doing Home Shopping Network, and you were the two new like salesmen, and Phil as Jimmy the Greek kept pointing out which items. These are going to be real big sellers with our black clients. Very shiny, anything flashy. The blacks, they're all over like magpies. And you would go, on magpies on CBS. You remember that sketch?
I do remember it vaguely. But
my God.
No, Jay, I will watch. Sometimes I'll be flipping around. I'll see a rerun of Saturday Night Live, and I'm in a sketch, and I have no idea what the sketch is about. And I didn't even do drugs or anything.
That's not you. That's Horatio's. You're getting your guys mixed
No,
up.
that's Horatio Sands.
That's not you.
Okay.
9 years in the grind, man. That is like a nom-like experience. But that Phil Hartman thing, I think what made me laugh is being like 14, 15, 16, however old I was. I have no idea. But it was the first step. Like I wasn't aware of back in the day, like Richard Pryor, and Chevy Chase, like dropping N-bombs in sketches and like how amazingly prolific the amount of material that they did that was racially tinged and hinted at. But like for me, like all of a sudden Phil Hartman's going, any of your black clients, anything flashy, they're really like magpies. Like I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then you were the all-time perfect foil because nothing he said you listened to. And you just kept going, CBS.
CBS. What were your top 5 favorite sketches on that show?
Greatest sketch, that is going to make a lot of racket. Greatest sketch of all time to me is the filmed piece of Synchronized Swimming with Martin Short and Harry Shearer. Okay. Martin Short, another one of our neighbors.
That's right.
But Harry Shearer and Martin Short doing Synchronized Swimming to me was like, it bent my mind up. Like you see certain comedies and comics that...
What was your favorite sketch you were in?
Good Morning Brooklyn, one that I wrote. I love doing. I mean, Good Morning Brooklyn, I loved because start to finish, I had an idea of just having mooks with a morning show.
Yeah, that was a good good talk show premise.
And I wrote in just, I wrote the women in, like the unwritten rules, like you got to have the women in. Janine's very, very light this week. If you could maybe include her in your sketch.
You forget how many people were on Saturday Night Live for like a year or so. Like Ben Stiller, Janine Garofalo, Sarah Silverman.
Banks and Chris Elliott were on when I was on with you.
That's right, Moetta Banks. I haven't seen her in a while.
Robert, were you?
The year after that. They were ready to cancel the show. That's why we kind of lived out of our suitcases.
Kevin Nealon saved Saturday Night Live.
Well, you could say that, yeah.
I'll go motivational speaker. Number 2.
Wow. You have I'm telling you, your memory is just amazing.
Why is motivation? How is that memory if I memorize a Chris Farley sketch? Oh, no, I didn't mean the second motivational speaker. All right, now I got it. God damn, Neil.
I thought that's what you meant.
The OG motivational speaker. When he came in with, it was Christina Applegate and David Spade. And, hot foot. And he had to step on the bag of dog shit at the door.
Yeah.
So I'll go that. The Bears, for some reason, just makes me laugh.
How about the sketch that I think Sandler wrote? It was the Italian restaurant where I'm on a date with Kirstie Alley.
Is it Fresh Pepper?
Nope. It's I forget the name of it.
Fresh Pepper?
But
Grazie.
the Italians are they kiss her.
Oh, they keep making out
and
with
they start humping girls on the table, and they say, no, this is what they do
Did
here.
Smigel get into that one too?
I think so.
There's like a bunch of Sandler sketches that Smigel would... Did Sandler write that one?
I think he wrote that with
like, you
else.
like it, the juice, yes?
Yeah.
The juice is good. And the Bears, like, there's a bunch of sketches where you're like, who's that other guy? And it's always Robert Smigel.
Yeah, Smigel.
The juice is good, yes?
You like the juice, eh? You like the juice. It's good, eh?
So, yeah, at Kirstie Alley and you, I totally remember. This is a great sketch.
I think that was one of the funniest sketches.
But yeah, anytime like someone's like actually pulverizing a woman with their crotch on live television and getting away with it, it takes it to another level.
I had fun doing the bathroom attendant sketch. I don't know if you ever saw that with
Did you
Harvey
write it?
Keitel. Yeah, I wrote it. It was a very small bathroom.
Keitel, it's a great sketch, and I want to talk about it. But to get sidetracked, Doug Benson said this should be called More Digressions. Keitel may be the unfunniest man walking the planet. A man.
What about De Niro?
Oh, yeah. So he's second place on funny.
But he was good king of comedy, though.
Yeah, but he never played it funny. He played it completely straight.
That's true.
It was like he played a psychopath.
Yeah, man.
Then we had a summer home in Newark. But Keitel, like, second funniest, unfunniest man's ever walked the earth, Kevin. Thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me paper towels as a men's room attendant.
And he was in Little Nicky with us.
He was in Little Nicky.
Yeah.
That's one of the funniest movies. If you smoke
I thought
pot,
it was great.
Stoners, that's like the raging bull of comedy.
That and Grandma's Boy.
I haven't seen Grandma's Boy.
That became a cult hit with a lot
and isn't that Nick,
my
my man Nick Swartzen's in there?
Yeah.
Nicholas. So
you do an impression. Anytime we talk about somebody, you go right into their impression.
Unless I can't do an impression. Like, there's no impression.
And then you'll do the Greek, Jimmy the Greek.
Yes. Anything flashy, the blacks are attracted to. They're like magpies. I just couldn't believe the words. And then you going, Shabby Ash.
What about Al Franken?
What about Al Franken?
Al Franken, Senator. I did a fundraiser for him once at the Hard Rock Hotel. It was just a small group, a lot of people from Saturday Night Live and actors and stuff. And I said to them, Al Franken is going to get a lot of bills passed because let me tell you something. On Saturday Night Live, he would write these crappy sketches and he'd get them on. He'd still get them on.
Did he get mad when you said it?
No, he laughed. He was a good writer. He was a really good writer.
He was a great writer.
Yeah. I still
Were
think
you there the night Tom Davis left for good?
No. Did he leave?
Yeah, because you went home early all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was trapped because I was the new guy. You can't leave the writer's
You're the
room.
rookie.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck, man? Tom Davis, we're all at the rewrite table, and it's about 2:30 in the morning. And
see, that rewrite table is not always happening. The first couple of years I was there was no rewrite table.
Really?
Yeah, you just took the sketch and you rewrote it yourself or with somebody else.
And would they tell you have to make it shorter?
Whatever. Shorter, funnier,
That was the job, make it shorter. And to me, anytime there was a Mike Myers sketch, I thought, I don't even know why we're touching this. It's Mike Myers just handing in like these bizarre gems he just came out of nowhere and went, and I think the guys resented it a lot. I remember guys having arguments like, I don't even know what Chazarai means. And I'm like, first of all, yes, you do. Second of all,
what does Chazarai mean?
It's like a problem. You don't want any Chazarai.
Is it Jewish?
Yeah, it's Yiddish, yeah. But he was doing
why
like
would
coffee.
Mike Myers be doing that?
It was an anti-Semite.
Oh, for Coffee Talk?
No, it was anti-Semite.
Oh,
he was reading Mein Kampf, and when he shaved a certain way, he got into his character for his Lenny Riefenstahl movies that he.
So what about action?
No,
what happened
what
with
are your
that
five
show?
favorite sketches of all time?
I don't know. I'd have to look at all of them.
You have to just.
I only kind of know like my era when I was on there.
Well, break it down. You didn't finish. I interrupted you.
Well, I like the restaurant sketch with Sandler and Snyder and all those guys.
And Bathroom Attendant.
I liked Head Wound Harry. With Dana Carvey, came to a party. His name was Head Wound Harry.
Head Wound
Harry. And like he's got a big gaping, wound on his head. and everybody's kind of like grossed out by it, but he just, acts like he's normal and stuff. And at the end of the sketch, he's laying on the couch because he's going to stay the night.